As many are already aware, a 23-year-old British adult content creator recently boasted of how she was with over 100 men in a single day, and now has plans to have 1,000 men in a day. It isn't surprising that many believe that this woman has some type of severe emotional and or mental struggles, while others simply believe that she is an extremely debased person. However, despite what has been said concerning this woman, what I have not heard anyone speak about is just how much of a lowlife the guy who would participate in this type of thing must be. Let's talk about it. So, this is 23-year-old British adult OF content creator Lily Phillips, a woman who just recently had a fellow podcaster do a documentary about her sleeping with over 100 men in a single day. Now, beyond the obviously disgusting nature of this, I think anyone would be hard pressed to argue that this young woman does not have deep underlying issues which result in her causing herself harm. I won't go into the specifics of her 100 men experience, as there are ample enough videos out there that do that already, and I am also sure that we are all aware of what such a degrading experience like this would do to a person. However, I will say two things to validate my belief that she has deep issues. First, I will say that afterwards, when asked about the experience, she broke down in tears and stated that she would not recommend other women doing it, which, in my mind, is demonstrative of the probable self loathing she consciously attempts to avoid acknowledging. Second, according to the British news site The Tab, Lily has 36,000 paying subscribers on her adult OF page. Looking at that number on the low end of perhaps $5 a month, she makes at least 180,000 euros or American dollars in subscriber fees. Also, according to The Tab, she has reportedly already made over 2 million euros since starting her adult site. Hence, it seems unlikely to me that she is doing this for any reason other than some emotional or mental issue, because clearly she does not need the money. Now, despite her breaking down in tears when asked about it, she later went on to schedule a day in February of 2025 to accomplish her goal of setting a new record by being with 1,000 men in one day. I trust you can understand why it is that I am sure that she has severe issues whereby she is committing self-harm. Yet that being incredibly obvious by her intent to accomplish these disgusting acts, I find the greater shame, the greater dishonor, and the more evident revelation of despicable character in those degenerate guys who gladly showed up to help this young woman harm herself. How utterly desperate and weak must these guys be to have so easily put aside their sense of true manhood just to line up and assist this young woman in abusing herself? How absolutely contrary a person like this is to what a real man is. A guy who is such a lowlife that although he has no care about his harming a woman, and even though he has the awareness of how dirty and nasty it would be because of the potentially dozens of other degenerates who would immediately go before him, he still would not resist his humiliating desperation for sex. Guys like these are nothing short of pathetic losers who possess no sense of decency or respect. They are those who care nothing about what is right and moral. They are the blight of that which stains the integrity of what a real man truly is. And they care about nothing else but their own selfish desires. Now, please make no mistake in thinking that I, in any way, am excusing the disgusting conduct of this young woman and attempting to place the blame for this solely upon the guys involved. Because let's face it, what this young woman is choosing to do is absolutely degrading and debased. What I am doing is standing on the foundation of how a real man should act despite how a woman may conduct herself. You see, it is my belief that more and more, those things which denote what a real man is being lost in our society. Because of that, those important things which demonstrate the trustworthiness of a man are ongoingly being diminished on a societal basis, whereby more and more the understanding and the acknowledged value of a man is growing less with each passing day. So, what are those important things which define a man? Well, They are those committed choices he continually makes, regardless of the circumstances he may face in life, to love, provide, protect, and support and strength those that he cares for, without ever doing so in such a way that lessens the value or significance of those around him. And he does those things because to a true man, the last thing he would ever want to give up is his self respect for being a real man. What is tragic, though, is that like this young woman and these degenerate simps, there are too many out there already devaluing themselves. Now, I cannot speak to the struggles a woman may face in coming to accept what being a true woman is, because I'm not a woman. However, I can speak to the struggles of what a man may face in his coming to accept what a true man is, because I am a man. In light of this, I will clearly make the claim that there being so many OF adult channels in existence is indisputable evidence of the decline of real men. After all, the only reason so many young women will easily abandon the lifestyle of dignity and self respect, those attributes which provide a woman the means to value themselves in an edifying way, is because there are too many simp type guys out there who are willing to pay them to devalue themselves. This is not how true men act. A real man does not love, provide, protect, and support women because he thinks that she is inept. He does so because of the incredible value he acknowledges in who she is and in what she does. So, allow me to end by saying this. To those guys out there who pay for these sites, there are few reasons that real men will not do that. And perhaps knowing these truths will help you to stop supporting these channels that encourage the degrading of women. Because being a real man isn't just a thing defined by biology. It actually is more so the demonstrated strength of character and value of identity which dictates how he lives, which gives the truest definition. So, with that said, here are the top 3 things I believe defines a real man. First and foremost is that what a real man knows about women is that more than any danger he may have to face that may challenge the very essence of his manhood, more than anyone else he may have to struggle against as a man, a woman will truly never respect a man unless he, above all else, not only can, but will lovingly and respectfully be able to stand up to her. After all, by her inherent nature, any woman who witnesses a man so easily sacrifice his own self-respect just to engage 2 minutes with her sexually will simply have no respect for him. How much more so in an utterly disgusting situation like this one, where he follows after many other men to sexually engage with her, will she not only have no respect for him, but actually view him as a weak and pathetic clown. Second, regardless of what vile things a woman may do, like the debased invitation this British woman put out for men to come and abuse her, a real man will never participate in anything that demeans or devalues the identity and the value God created a woman to possess. Lastly, a real man has such a level of self-respect and awareness of his own value as a man that although at times he may struggle with his urges, he fears knowing how absolutely pathetic he would have to be in his own eyes if he ever had to actually pay a woman to be willing to sleep with him. Look, there was once a day when the majority of people held to such a level of self-respect and self-value for themselves that the idea of being involved in something like this disgusting situation would never have even been a thought to them. Yet today, there has been such a loss of a person respecting their own value that people not only openly post the humiliating things they do publicly online, but they will brag about it as if their own self-deprecating conduct actually adds value to who they are. It is crazy and it is sad that people like this think that others will value them when they don't demonstrate value for themselves. I can only hope and pray that this young woman and others like her, who for whatever reason can only seem to find value for themselves in the payment received from those who devalue them so greatly, will one day find the help they need to recognize the self harm they are doing to themselves and put a stop to it. And as for the degenerate type guys out there, like these men who responded to this young woman's invitation to mistreat her, and who will yet still respond when she goes for her goal of 1,000 men in one day, hopefully, life will create for them the circumstances whereby they will discover that being a real man is much more fulfilling than living life as a pathetic simp. So, those are my thoughts. And as always, you can take them or leave them, as this is the beauty of the freedom we enjoy. But what do you think about this? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. And please don't forget to share the video with others if you like the content, as I am working hard to grow the channel. Hitting that like button also helps immensely. And if you enjoyed this content, don't forget to hit that notification bell so you'll never miss a new video. I would greatly appreciate it if you would also hit that subscribe button, because that is the best way to support this channel. I am currently humbled and grateful for those of you who have already subscribed. So, as always, I'd just like to end by saying, God bless you, and thanks so much for taking the time to listen. Until next time.